Hello my loves, welcome to Shea Monet and welcome to my kitchen. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Eat With Me or Eat With Shea Monet. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. But anyway, to all my new subscribers, thank you for joining. I hope you guys like the journey. My channel is about everything and everything, really just life according to me. Whatever I feel like doing, whether it's a trip, I'm vlogging, or boredom in the house, or cooking, everything basically. So welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So on today's episode of Eat With Me, I'm going to be making a pumpkin soup. It is Halloween, it's October, so everything is all pumpkin based. And for some reason, to be honest, I have been craving pumpkin soup. For the last maybe 2 weeks or so, I've been saying I want to make a pumpkin soup. Honestly, I've never had pumpkin soup before, so I don't know what it's gonna taste like. All I know is that this recipe is a very easy recipe, and it's gonna be very healthy and very filling. So I hope you guys enjoy it. That's what I'm gonna be showing you today. So let's get into the ingredients that you're going to be needing for this recipe. So here are all the ingredients that you're going to be needing for this soup. As you can see, the soup does not call for too many items. And everything here is healthy. You don't see anything that has like stock, because we are not going to be using any soup stock, because all of that is very high in sodium. So you want to either stay away from it or limit the amount that you take. So what we're gonna do is we are going to need 2 carrots. And honestly, I mean, this is my first time making this, so I don't know if 2 carrots is enough or whatever, but this is what I'm gonna use. And then I'm learning it's gonna be trial and trial and error. So whatever doesn't work, next time maybe I'll have to add 1 more carrot, whatever happens. This is my first time making this recipe, so we're all doing it the first time. So I'm gonna be using 2 carrots. I'm going to be using a pumpkin. Now, I know that when I was looking up some pumpkin recipes, some people were using squash butternut or butternut squash. And is that the same thing as pumpkin? I don't know. If it is, comment down below and let me know, because I have no idea. I thought squash was something totally different. But anyway, so I have my pumpkin there. And I'm going to be using an onion. I might use all of it or half of it. I'll let you guys know what I decide. And I'm using 3 potatoes. I'm going to be using some of the Scotch bonnet peppers, and this is to add that spicy flavor because I love my food spicy. I'm going to be adding some garlic. I love garlic. And I'm going to be using vegetable leech. Is it leech? No, vegetable, it's not a leech. What am I saying? Vegetable leek. Yeah, I used this one time last week to make this other green vegetable soup, and it was really good. So I'm going to be using some of that. And then we're going to use a little bit of salt. We're going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, again, just to give it that kick. I'm going to throw in a little bit of garlic powder, and we're going to use some black pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and dice everything, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, so here are my diced vegetables. We have the pumpkin, the vegetable leek, the onions, the carrots, and the potato, and the 1 bell pepper. I did not cut it right here. I did not cut it because what I'll do is I will just place it in there in the water while everything is boiling together. That way it really absorbs that, the soup absorbs the taste and the spiciness of it. So here are vegetables. So what I'm going to do is I have a pot with boiling water on my stove, and we're just going to throw all of these vegetables in the pot. Alright guys, we have our vegetables in a pot now, and this is water that was boiling, but you know, now that I put the veggies in, it's no longer boiling. But anyway, so you want to boil a pot of water, put everything in there, and as you can see, the Scotch bonnet, like I said, I just dropped it in there, and as everything boils together, the spiciness is gonna come out of that. So as long as it doesn't break, if it breaks, then you know this is gonna be some crazy spicy soup. But for now, that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna leave this going on high heat and let it continue to boil, and we're gonna leave this going for about 30 to 45 minutes. So after 30 to 45 minutes, I'm gonna come back and check to make sure that our items are soft. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Bye. All right, guys, I forgot to mention that at this stage, once you put in the vegetables, you also want to put in your condiments. So as I showed you guys earlier, I just put some black pepper in there, some garlic powder, some salt, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. You don't want to put too much because of this Scotch bonnet here. So I've just put some of that in there, and I'm just going to stir it so everything is nicely mixed in there. Okay. And then now we can allow it to cook and boil for about 30 to 45 minutes. So we'll check in after 35 minutes, well, after 30 minutes, and then we'll check it. All right. All right, my loves. So here is our soup. As you can see, there's still a little bit of water, but most of it has gone down, and I cooked it for about 45 minutes. So everything is pretty much soft now. So what we're gonna do, and this is the part that I didn't tell you guys about, is you're gonna need a blender. And what I'm gonna do is put all these ingredients, or all these items into the blender, blend it all together, and put it back in the pan just to cook for another maybe 2 minutes or so. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna put everything in the blender, and we're gonna get, so this is everything that was in the pot. I have put it in this blender, and this is just a regular Black & Decker blender. I mean, whatever blender you use, it doesn't matter about the brand or anything. This is what I'm using. So of course there was some of the liquid, it was still in there, and everything else is in here. So what we're gonna do is gonna blend it a little bit until it's all smooth and ready to be a soup. So let's go right ahead. We're gonna do blend. I think that blended everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my mixture, and I'm going to throw that in the pot, and we're just going to let it cook for about 2 minutes, and then basically our soup is going to be ready. I'm just going to blend it one more time, and then I'm going to throw it in the pot. Okay. I think we're ready. All right, so here's our mixture that we just got from the blender, and we're gonna throw it right back in the pot. Oh, that looks delicious. That looks like a really delicious soup. Okay, so we've thrown that in there. Let's just turn this off, put that away. And I'm going to turn my stove back on. Look at that deliciousness. Oh, it looks so good. So the one thing I didn't do is I did not blend that Scotch bonnet. So remember the Scotch bonnet that we put in there? I did not blend that together with my soup. I put it aside, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it back in. And I'm thinking I might put some parsley or cilantro in there if I find any. I don't know if I have any. But at this point, you basically can do what you want. You taste and see if it tastes good, if it needs salt or whatever. All we need to do is cook it for another minute or two, and basically your soup is done. Okay, so let me see if I can find some parsley and some maybe thyme or cilantro, and I'll throw it in there. All right, bye. All right, ladies and gents, this is the final product. I feel like my camera is not making it, it's not giving it any justice. It's Oh, it's so spicy that it makes me want to cough. But it's more orange than it is here in my camera. But this is our pumpkin soup, guys. This is some deliciousness. You may serve with a baguette or whatever your favorite bread, or you don't even need to do any bread. But this is it. So if you need a quick recipe for pumpkin soup, why not try it? If you do end up trying this recipe, please make sure you tag me or you comment so I can check out your video and see how your soup turned out. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.